Come with me to water my herbs and to deadhead any herbs that are bolting. All right, here is my little herb planter, and it's definitely needing some water. So we're gonna go ahead and water it, and let's see. So far the basil's doing pretty good. So is the oregano. I'm not seeing any bolting there. And however, my slow bolting cilantro is definitely not as slow bolting as they claimed. So for the cilantro, we're gonna look for all these little flowers here because that'll make it really bitter. So I'm gonna go back a little bit and I'm just gonna pinch them off just like that. And just pinch it back a bit so that it doesn't get so bitter. So I think we've gotten all the little buds off of it, which will keep it leafing out and from turning bitter. Also, the more you use your basil and like cut from it, I always try to cut from the top because the bigger leaves are the energy makers for your basil. The top leaves will keep growing. So as you can see, I've used some, I cut from right there. I always try to go back to a junction there when I'm cutting, and it'll just keep growing. Now we're gonna water and deadhead my dahlia so that it keeps blooming. We are just gonna water my dahlia a little bit, get it nice and wet. And then as you can see, some of these flowers are starting to go by. So what that means is I'm gonna take some scissors and I'm gonna cut them down to about, again, we're gonna kind of look for a Y. See in there, yeah, so see how those come to a Y? You're gonna cut them back to there. That keeps it from going to seed and keeps it blooming longer. So I'm gonna take my scissors, and let's see, I'm going to carefully cut this one back. Boop. And this one's pretty much done, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut that one back too. And let's see, I'm gonna cut that one. Oop. Didn't cut it all the way. And I'm gonna cut this one, and that stem. There we go. So now it's all nice and trimmed up, and it'll start putting out more buds again. Yay! Ooh, see, we've got some little buds right there starting to grow in. Very exciting.